Okay. Now the other thing that I wanted to look at was Pluto square Uranus, which is the big one. And this one escalates more to affecting us worldwide from 2012 onwards, and it will be going on for a number of years, making some very strong hits.
Can you tell people when in 2012? Do you feel it's...
From memory, it starts around July, August 2012, and it will escalate 2014, 2015. It's, I think, at 1 degree or away from one another, that's where, so it's quite intense. And I think this is a time of change and revolution around the world. I think where people are going to start to question the status quo, the greed mentality, the fact that we abuse the earth, all these sorts of things are going to come up.
We've already started to feel some of those effects.
Absolutely.
There's big movements with people around the planet trying to address it, but we are looking at the J-curve, we are looking at the majority aren't, but there are people making...
Absolutely, and I think we need to really start to make some changes there before it gets quite messy.
Well, we have a turning point. If we don't do it by that point, it will.
Absolutely. It
disintegrate.
Will happen. It is, I think Pluto square Uranus is an opportunity for us to feel alive again. You know, it is an awakening. It's a new world. It basically represents a new way of living, which is something that we really need to think about. Very important. So basically the Saturn-Uranus Pluto T-square has been going on for quite a while. Probably September 2007 is when it started, and it will continue up until the middle of 2012. So this energy has been going on for quite some time. Now, what it represents at a worldwide level, I believe, is destruction and the breakdown of social institutions and authorities. And we're talking governments, politicians, corporate executives, including those who work behind the scenes and exert influence over the collective decisions, our economic global systems. All of these things are being questioned, all right? And that will go on until 2012. So slowly, I mean, even the education system is being questioned. Okay, now after 2012, we've got the Pluto square Uranus, which I spoke about earlier. This represents a radical revolution. Okay, it's going to change the status quo. It will be questioned. There'll be upheaval, especially with those in power. And I believe people in power, the authority figures and the governments and so forth, are going to really fight to stay in power.
So they might become more autocratic or big brotherish, so to speak, to keep their power. But I think that with the energies that are coming, people are going to feel a push within themselves to stand up.
Absolutely.
They're not going to take it like they did in the old days, because the energies are going to motivate them. They're going to want to do this work.
And this is Uranus doing this. Absolutely. It's looking for change because we need change. And basically, the Pluto square Uranus will provoke profound reactions within all of us. And I think that we're going to realise the futility of material greed and the lack of looking after our planet Earth.
So we have to create, I suppose, with Saturn being in Libra right now, a balance of what is sustainable and what is right and just, where at the moment there's so many resources that are just exploited.
Absolutely.
And it's only to the benefit of a few.
That's correct. So these planets are going to bring a new awareness into our consciousness, basically, as a human race. And there are those astrologers that believe that there may be a worldwide depression coming up. So I think it's very important that we all think about what's going on, listen to our hearts and start making those changes.
Okay, well, thank you, Jackie, for helping us to understand some of the planetary aspects that are going to influence our personal lives over the coming years. Now, for more information, you can visit the website www.caracollege.com, and thank you for joining us today.